Lucy and Edmund Pevensie return to Narnia with their cousin Eustace, where they meet up with Prince Caspian for a trip across the sea aboard the royal ship, the Dawn Treadle. Along the way, they encounter dragons, dwarfs, merfolk, and a band of lost warriors before reaching the edge of the world. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treadle. This movie came out back in 2010, it has won 2 awards and had other 19 nominations. And the main cast in this is Liam Neeson as the voice of Aslan, Ben Barnes, Skandar Keynes, Georgie Henley, Will Porter, Gary Sweet, Terry Norris, Bruce Spence, Billy Brown, Laura Brent, Colin Moody, Tilda Swinton, Anna Popplewell, William Mosley, Shane Ranji, Arthur Angel, Arabella Morton, Rachel Blakely, and Stephen Rook. Now, granted, there are other people that were in this movie. As I looked through, there was 53 people, but these, if you look at the main page on IMDb, these are the main cast, the main actors that were in this movie. Yeah. So, that being said, before I actually get on with my actual review of this movie, I need to talk about my last review on The Chronicles of Narnia, the Prince of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Sorry, Chronicles of Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. That was my last review, and I need to apologize for a cut. I hated doing that, but I had a knock on my door, and I was so close to the end of my review. I was like, you know what? No, I'll just do a cut. I don't like doing cuts, but if need be, I do it. I was so close to the end, and I just didn't want to start over again. I believe that was my short take. So it's like, yeah, no, screw it. I'll just do a cut. And I'm sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like doing cuts. So, back to this movie. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treadle. So, I just saw this one all the way through for the very first time. I went and watched it one other time, and I fell asleep. I remember that day. I had gotten home from work. I was dead tired. That was a few years back, and I just, that's the reason why I probably fell asleep, because I was just dead tired. And with me personally, I cannot judge a movie because I fell asleep, because I can fall asleep to even a great movie. So I can't judge it by that, by any movie whatsoever. So, what do I think about this movie? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? We're going to go over everything, all the aspects. And I have a lot of gripes with this movie. A lot of gripes. A lot more than the second one. And to be honest, to be fair, this is a sequel. This was the third movie in the Disney's take of the Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah. And what do I think about it? I'd say the graphics was probably one of the best things about this movie. The graphics. Yeah. And to be honest, I was thinking the graphics was going to be a downgrade, considering the fact that it is a sequel. And normally sequels, the graphics are normally downgrades. And this, no, the graphics for its time, 2010, phenomenal. Great to look at. Going on to the other aspects. Okay, so, I said I had a lot of gripes with this movie. If it's not with the graphics, then what is it with? First of all, we're going to start with the cast. So much to talk about with the cast. To be fair, I think most of the movie they did good, but that's it, just good. There are times in the movie I found myself rolling my eyes. I'm like, oh God, really? Oh God, really? Then other times when the acting was actually very good. Nothing stuck out to me as amazing. If I had to choose who was the best one in this, what is his name? I would have to pick Will Poulter. Will Poulter. He played the cousin of the Pevensie kids. He was the cousin. And he actually went on and did great things afterwards in other movies. The Maze Runner, the first one. Oh my God. Yeah, I thought he was great in that movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. I remember him being in there as well. And he actually did very, very good. So, he's gotten to be a well-known actor by this time. Not by this movie, but not in the time that this movie came out, but by today type thing. He's come to be known as very good or a great actor. So to me personally, if I had to choose someone, that's him. That's who I choose that went above and beyond. And to be fair, to be honest, he was just starting out, pretty much. And for what it's worth, I think he did, for the most part, a very good job. A very good job. But all the other actors, not so much. Not so much. The two that were left from the first two that were in this, they weren't as good. They were not as good. And that's my gripe with, especially with those two, because they're supposed to be playing the main characters, and yet the acting is worse. That surprises me. Really, really, wow. Alright, so, and sometimes it's not really the actor's fault. It could be the director, because the director is there to direct. The way he says, okay, I want this to be like this, I want that to be like that. He also directs the acting. I want you to act like this, I want you to act like that. And so, to be fair, to be honest, it might not even be the actor's fault. It could be the director's fault. And the director is Michael Apted. And I've said this before. You are there to direct. Direct. Anyhow, moving on to the story, to the type thing. I think, for the most part, I think the plot is a very good plot, actually. I found myself loving the plot of this movie. But that being said, like I said, I've rolled my eyes a few times in this movie. And that, not just to the cast, but I would have to say to the way that this movie is written. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think it was written very poorly, very badly. But the plot kept my interest. It kept my interest. I think the plot was the best one in the series thus far on the Disney's take. And to be fair, to be honest, I haven't read the books, like I said in the previous film. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yes, like I said before, Liam Neeson was there, but as the voice of Aslan. Aslan wasn't there all that much, but when he was there, Liam Neeson did a great job voicing Aslan, as always. That being said, IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 6.3 out of 10. And I disagree with the rating completely. The don't get me wrong, I think it's a good movie overall, and therefore I give this movie. Would I want to watch this movie again? Yes, maybe sometime down the line I would like to watch it again, because like I said, this movie had so much potential, and just failed. I give this movie none other than a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. That's my rating. And before I do this closing, I do need to note one more thing. Okay, so the one that was supposed to come after this for the movie was The Chronicles of Narnia, The Silver Chill, which was never done. Never done. Nope. However, there is rumors going around, news going around, how Netflix is thinking of rebooting this movie series and trying to do their own movie series on the Chronicles of Narnia. That's right. I have been hearing about that and reading about it. Is it true? Is it not? I don't know. I just know about the news of them wanting to reboot certain things, and Chronicles of Narnia is one of them. Anyhow, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch, and if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.